So, making sure we're all set, squared away, and good to go there. Hopefully you guys don't have any audio issues. I'll try to move the mic closer. Try to move myself closer. What am I saying? That way we don't have any issues like we usually do with these kinds of things. And we're just going to be starting off by answering some of the questions that we have and things of that nature. So, before we get started, I just want to say what's going on. I don't know. What is today? It's a Friday. Happy Friday for everybody. It's Kirby Day, you know. Just got my new Kirby game. Haven't even had the chance to play it. I've been running around like a crazy person. So, yeah, I mean, we've got Sony with 2022, and I think that there's a conversation now that needs to officially start. I did not expect Sony to come out as hard as they did with this television that they have right now. Their, what's it called again? The X80K. I didn't expect that. So, now that they have this wonderful experience so far, I mean, we still got to do the testing. I'm still working on all the active tests. We're going to be fair about it, obviously. But so far, from what I'm seeing, it's actually shocking. Like, I'm genuinely, like, floored by the performance of this TV to the point where I'm, like, scratching my head and I'm just like, how are they doing this for this price point? And so, yeah, I think there's a conversation about Sony, and I'm kind of optimistic now for the higher-end X90K. Now, again, they're rocking different processors. I don't know how that affects motion. Also, the refresh rate of this is 60 hertz, and there is no 120 hertz. So, again, that might have something to do with the fluidity. Anytime any of these, like, budget TVs from every company comes out and they have, like, 60 hertz as the target, they usually nail motion. But when they start getting ambitious and they go 120 hertz and they want to do the 240 or they want to do something else, it looks really bad. And it usually requires a lot of know-how to fix that kind of stuff and to make it look better. So, I don't know. I think it's something worth talking about. But we're going to see what you guys are saying here. I'm going to jump into the live chat. We've got Nesquik Revamped. I appreciate your donation for $1.99. I appreciate all the support you guys give through the channel, and for all my members and all my viewers who've been watching this past week. You guys have been fantastic. I really appreciate all of your support, so thank you for that. We've got SS Vegeta. You said hello all. We've got Kelly Rivad in the house. What's going on? We've got T. Sween. You said, what's up, Quantum? What's going on? And then we've got Craig. What's going on? You said, hi, Quantum. What's going on? So for Nesquik, we got you right here. My VIP right there. Look at that snazzy fella. Just look at that snazzy fella right there. Again, I want to thank you for donating tonight. I do appreciate it. So we've got Nesquik coming in again with $4.99. Nesquik Revamped, I appreciate that as well. You said, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I love these emojis. Like, when you guys, like, send me stuff like this is, like, the coolest thing. I don't know if I can show this on camera. There. Not there. I can't get it. But, yeah, I really appreciate when you guys do, like, little emojis like that. It's, like, so fun. It makes the live stream a lot more fun than it would have been. And, we've got that upgraded guy right there. Look at that happy fella. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate you, brother. Like, seriously, thank you. So, I want to kind of go over some of the things that, like, early on that I've noticed with this particular X80K. I know it's a budget model, and it's not on a lot of people's radar. I will say right now, from everything I've tested so far, it should be on your radar. Because the price is not necessarily really high, and if you can forgive the black levels not being as inky as, like, a step-up model, I think there's a real big argument for this TV. The colors hitting out of this TV, I believe, I haven't tested it side by side yet, but I believe surpassed the C1 by a pretty substantial margin. And it's to the point where, like, I'm looking at the colors, and there was this one screen, what is it, video capture that I did of Horizon Forbidden West, and I'm watching Aloy pan across the screen, and I'm sitting there, and my mind is melting by all the glorious colors, and the fact that the TV ships pretty much calibrated. You know, when you do this for years, you know what a calibrated TV looks like, and like, out of the box, it looks really damn good. In Expert 1, to be very specific, it looks really good in cinema mode. Very specific distinction there. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, has Sony, like, tightened up their calibration game? Like, is this now them trying after years of getting called out for the green skin tones? Sony, I swear to God, like, on all of their cameras and all of the stuff they do is like green skin tones galore. So I'm so happy to see that they've corrected that and they've fixed that, and it really does look great. So we're going to dive into the chat here and we're going to answer some questions that you guys do have. We've got James, you said for a while now TVs seem stale, but last year you said this year they seem to raise their game, and you said, do you think every TV manufacturer is upping their game? A little bit. I mean, Samsung really kind of shocked me, I think, the most out of everybody, because they just kind of went soft on their kind of reveal. They were like, oh, here's the QN90 series, you know, our Neo QLED, and we were all like, meh, okay, kind of seen that one-trick pony. And then next thing we know, we get hit with, bam, it's the first ever Quantum Dot OLED from Samsung. So that was extremely impressive. And that was one of those things that, like, have, even still right now, has me, like, so excited. The moment I get the chance, I'm going to do a full breakdown on all the great things it does and doesn't do. And we're just going to be fun and fair about everything like we usually are. So, yeah, I think they're up in their game. And then you look across the board, right? You've got brands like Hisense, Mini LED. I mean, we're seeing so much competition this year, and it hasn't really fully gotten started. And so my thing with getting the X80K is I know you're going to have people run to the C1s, or rather the C2s, and they're going to run to, you know, the most flagship, most expensive TVs. But, like, nobody ever cares about everyday people. Nobody cares. Everybody's just like, if you ain't a baller, basically, you don't get helped. And I'm so sick of that. It's like, you know, people in the budget market and in the mid-range market need to be represented. And so I wanted to kind of get this because, dude, not everybody's going to buy an X90K or an A95K. Not everybody's doing that. And I wanted to see, like, when you take that step in Sony's entry-level television, because I don't care who you are, $1,000 ain't entry-level to me, but, you know, when you do that and you spend that money, like, is it actually a good TV? And, like, for so many years, guys, like, so many years, the answer has been an unequivocal no. Like, you've had clouding, you had blooming, you had terrible motion. It's just things that just didn't work right. Glitchy stuff, you were missing a few things, and you have some things that you are missing from the step-up models, but nothing that's like, well, that just ruined the TV right there. See, that's where you lose me. Nothing like that. So I think it's great. I really do. Shout out to Nesquik Revamped. You donated again for $2.99. I really appreciate you showing up here tonight. And so we got you right here. Got the All-Star wall starting up. Look at that. I don't know how to get these. I'm like the worst person in the world at getting this on camera. Can we get it? Can I get it? No, I don't think I can get it. There. I don't know. You're on the All-Star, I promise. You're there, bro. I don't know, it's too reflective. I can't really get it with all the glare, but thank you. I really do appreciate all of your support and all of your help. So we're going to look now to James, who says, and thanks for the good content. You said, oh, yeah, okay, so you said thanks for the good content. I really appreciate that. We've got Nesquik Revamped again, donating for $19.99. You said thanks for being you. I mean, you're just showing up tonight, man. I really do appreciate this. Like, this helps what we do here, of course, but it's always fun to see you engage with the content and have fun with it. And so, seriously, I do appreciate that. Like, hats off to you, man. Like, you're holding it down for QTV, and I see you, man. I definitely appreciate you, brother. Most definitely. We've got Hiya. So, what TV are you most looking at reviewing in the 2022 lineup? I would say the TV I'm most looking to review right now would be that Samsung S95B. That has me excited. Then the X95K, that mini LED from Sony, because of the grid array backlight system, or the master backlight drive, rather. I'm going way too far in my backlog of knowledge there. Whoops. But no, that stuff has me genuinely excited. Outside of that, the C1 I'm curious about. I don't know if it'll really razzle-dazzle, but like I'm excited to see what they do. There's just so many things like that. So I think that's really the direction that I'm kind of going with for all this. So many of this models and open box section, any ideas why? Which model? The Sony X80K? Because I know there is an X80J. So they're modeling every year. The only thing they change is like basically the alphabet lettering. So I don't know if that's something that might be a factor here, but yeah. As to why, I couldn't tell you why if you're actually seeing those, because they are really good TVs. We've got, hey, thanks for all you, I'm sorry, we said, SJ, you said, hey, thanks for all you do for the AV audio video community. You said, I'm looking forward to you reviewing the X95K mini LED series. Yeah, and the calibration, of course. And yeah, of course, I'm going to be calibrating them up. I'm going to be doing what we do on those. and I'm going to be having a whole hell of a lot of fun with just seeing how far these things can go. Because, like, looking at this entry-level Sony, right? Like, you take a TV that never should have been as good as it is, and I say never in the sense that, like, given Sony's stance, like, they usually, like, crap on budget customers really hard and arbitrarily force you up into the next tier. It's just Sony, right? And now they're, like, kind of looking at the budget customer, and they're like, all right. What if we don't completely shit on you? We don't give you black levels. Like, totally not getting that. But pretty much everything else that matters you'll get, except for VRR and 120 hertz. You have to spend a little bit more money to get that. I can't say that that's like something that's a huge deal at this point, especially given the fact that no games right now are locking at 4K 120. It's still a rarity. People are still making excuses for dumpster fire games being 4K 30. We won't name any games. There are a plethora of games that do that. And, you know, they make excuses for that kind of thing. So when 4K 30 is still a thing and we're still struggling to get 4K 60 as like that is just you are not getting a single game that's not that, honestly speaking, I just don't think there's really much of a point with this whole, like, fetish for 120 hertz. I just don't get it. Now, PC gamers, entirely different world. Depending on your hardware and your setup, you can get creative. But for console gaming, which most of these things are being advertised for, I don't really see a point. Especially if you're kind of like playing casual games on Nintendo Switch. No reason to care about that at all. Still got my little cough here. I've had it forever, and like it goes away and it just comes back. It's the weirdest thing. All right, I appreciate another donation of $19.99 from Nesquick Revamped. I really appreciate you, brother. I mean, like, you're just like straight up flexing on me tonight, man. Like, seriously. I mean, I've got to create like a new tier of subscriber or like member that like when you show up as much as you're doing, because like you don't have to do this, right? You don't have to look at me as a complete and total stranger on the internet that has expertise in anything and say, you know what, I like what you do. Here you go. You're working hard for your money and you're investing that into Quantum TV, and I see that. I do, and I really, really appreciate that, like, so much, because this is an entire like pretty much like grassroots operations. We are crowd and self-funded 100%. So when people come out and they try to cancel us or they try to say certain things, it won't matter because we are a community. And seeing people like you guys show up, I really appreciate that, because it's one of those things that, like, watching it in real time, it's like we're building something really special, and you can't fake this level of enthusiasm and excitement that you guys have, and I really appreciate that. So thank you again. Seriously, hats off to you, man. I really appreciate you. We've got Kelly Ravad. You said audio is great, by the way. Thanks for finding the fix. Yeah, the audio was a pain in the ass to figure out. Like, I have no idea. Some nights it's bad, other nights it's good. I'm just sitting here like trying to figure out like how I can possibly rebound from like really bad audio, and it's just something I can't figure out sometimes, because I'm not like an audio engineer. Like I can't like go in and like, you know, behind the camera do everything. So I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. And like, I swear to God, I am probably the worst person when it comes to social media. I wouldn't even know how to live stream if it wasn't for a YouTuber, which I won't name because I don't want him tied to Quantum TV, because God only knows people will try to dox him. But he helped me out a lot, and you know who you are, brother. You've been one of the good friends of this channel for a very long time, a fellow YouTuber. I see you, bro. You know, taught me the ins and outs of OBS, because I could not. I freaking could not. I mean, I am young in appearance, but like as far as like how I understand like all this social media stuff and all like OBS and stuff, I can't figure it out. Like, I don't know why. You give me a TV to calibrate, I got you. You give me like some technical things in life, I got. Like, it's weird, like photography and like film theory and stuff like that, but like you put me in front of like stuff that is basic by like some standards, it's so weird. It's so weird. My mind just doesn't work in some ways. So, you know, nobody does it alone. I don't have all the answers, and then, you know, people help me out. So again, I appreciate that. We've got shout out to Nesquick. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Nesquick Revamped right now, showing up, man. $9.99 again. You're just going through your whole check, man. I feel so grateful that you're doing this. I really do, because again, you don't have to do stuff like that. But like, what can we do? I don't know. I have to find something. I have to find some way of making this special, because I really do appreciate like this energy that you're bringing to Quantum TV. So thank you for that. Got to get creative here. Shout out to new member SJ, by the way. I appreciate you, brother. So we're trying to focus that if I can. There you go, SJ. There you go. This snazzy fella right here. We'll make him do a little dance. There you go. It was a terrible dance. Absolutely horrible. You can't have my little cutout here on Dancing with the Stars. But thank you nonetheless. I do appreciate you, brother. Seriously. Still got that cold though. Is it a cold? I don't really know at this point. Still coughing is what I mean to say. All right, so we've got Sean. What's going on, brother? I appreciate you coming out tonight. You said Nesquik showing lots of love. He really is. I mean, I kind of feel bad because I just, I don't have any way to express truly how grateful I am for that kind of love and support for the channel. And like, what do you say? What do you do? Like, I don't know. I've never really, created something for a situation like this because it doesn't really happen very often. So it's always a humbling experience and a great experience when somebody looks at you and looks at your work and your efforts and they say, you know what, I like what you're doing here. So I absolutely appreciate it, man. I really do. We've got Josh. What's going on? You said what to do, Quantum? Nothing much. Just talking about Sony, having a good old time here. We've got Vel, what's going on, brother? You said, what up? What's going on, man? James, what's going on? You said, thank you for answering my question. I 100% agree. I have, you said, I 100% agree. Most I have ever spent on a TV is $450, which I've had from around 3 years ago, my first major TV brand. You said, what technology are you most excited for? Dude, your story is a lot like mine. When I first started off, I had like maybe $650 when I first bought my Super Series. Like, that was me going Super Series back like 2013 PS4 era. I was like super serious, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna spend like $650 to try it out. Bought a 3D TV, that kind of thing, And I loved it. I was like, oh wow, it was the first time I ever seen soap opera effect and all that cool stuff, and I really enjoyed those TVs. And it's like just watching the evolution of it over the years. It really kind of also like made me see. There's like kind of a prioritization for rich people and people who are like upper middle class, but like people who like just work every single day, thankless jobs, never getting a break, never getting any credit, like literally get scoffed at, like literally like you're nothing. And I hate that. And so that's why I do what I do here. Like, you guys who know the original story as to why I even opened up Quantum TV, it was because I got duped by Artings. Like, they were like, yo, the X850C is a great TV. I bought it like a bunch of times, returned and exchanged it. Nothing came of it. And I was so disappointed and almost gutted by the experience because, here you have what's supposed to be this expert body, and like, as a professional, as somebody who was at the time a professional calibrator before I lost my business, I mean, it was one of those things where it's just kind of like I understood that if they're ISF certified, it should mean something, and it meant nothing, because at the end it was just like I got duped. And it's like, even still to this day, go watch go read their article on it, and they still say it's a great TV, it's at excellent black levels or something to that effect. It does not. Edge bleeding is the notorious issue with the C series from Sony, and they don't even make a C series anymore. I wonder why. A lot of complaints in that department. Now, mind you, for people who are a little newer, that was back in Sony's edge-lit days. Full array didn't really become super streamlined and super popular until like, I'd say even 2018, because even into 2017, if you had a full array TV that was kick-ass, you paid a good amount of money for it, and the Sony X900E from 2017 was like one of the first TVs that was like, whoa, they're changing the game here. And so for me, I'm just watching all of this like history kind of unravel, and I'm just like, man, a lot has happened in a very short period of time, and now we're at mini LED, there's talks of micro LED, we're seeing quantum dot OLEDs. I mean, it's exciting stuff, most definitely. So if I had to say like the technology specifically I'm most excited for, the real depth enhancer from Samsung. I've never heard Samsung talk about depth ever. Like, it's always been like, Samsung, you do good with what you do, but like you've got some problems, and it's not always like immersive. And so seeing Samsung address that problem is huge. Now, only if they'd get off their high horse and talk about Dolby Vision, but I don't think we can get that lucky. And we've got are you donating more? My God, man, you're showing up, bro. We've got $4.99 from Nesquik Revamped and $9.99 from Nesquik Revamped. I mean, no kidding. Level up. I mean, dude, like, look at the level up. I don't know if I can show. Can you see that? I gotta tilt it just right. Did that just come in just now? 1999 again? Dude, you're like showing up, bro. Like, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Look at that. That's insane. Sorry, I got the cough still. Dude, like, you're like showing up. I mean, this is what I've got so far. I mean, I got to come up with a special tier for that. But like, look at that. I mean, super appreciate you, brother. I mean, look at that. Like a absolute rock star and superstar with like the donations tonight. You get your whole star, like your own star. You are going to be on the all-star wall 100%, like 1,000,000%, bro. Like, dude, super grateful. Oh my, it is cough drop time. As you guys can clearly see. Oh, hey babe, I hate to do this to you. I know it's one of those things we don't really like to, get too personal on camera. Can you just maybe flash your hand in front of the camera?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
No.
For no amount of money.
No. Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not some of these other AV guys that are like whoring out their family. Like, I got kids, I got a wife, look at me. Like, no, I'm just, I just wanted to show that on camera for people who like hella troll and be like, oh, Quantum's racist because... And his, what was it? It was the Batman review that I did recently. Like, I called, what's her name? Zoe or whatever. I said half-breed. Now, you have to understand, I guess I'm a little hood in the mindset still, right? I mean, if you can call it hood. I'm not linguistically, politically 100% correct all the time. So, I'm interracially married for a decade. And I love my family very much, okay? And it's like, to paint me as the racist guy is the weirdest thing ever. Because I'm just sitting here like, I literally love everybody. Like, the whole point of me pointing that out, by the way, was because she's literally saying white privilege as if, A, only white people are rich, which is inherently racist in and of itself, and then it's, like, really demeaning towards white people. And I get so angry about this, like, this new thing that popped up over the last couple of years where everybody wants to guilt white people for being white. I hate that. It's like, no race has any responsibility for the past crimes of history, and nobody owes anybody shit. And I wanted to say that. And it's not necessarily political, just so much as a, hey, can we all just, like, stop being jerks and get along kind of thing? Because literally, there's no reason to hate each other for no reason. And so that's my thing, all right? So I wanted to put that out there. You got the thumbs up from the missus. I mean, you see, clearly interracial. Like, it's my family. Like, and so me saying stuff like that, it's not me hating on anybody's race or seeing them as lesser. No more than when I'm around my people and we're hanging out, and, somebody looks at me and they go, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, that's just how people talk in certain cultural groups. And to try to cancel everybody for being their cultural group is ridiculous. So I would say maybe stop with the cancel culture, because it's really annoying, because we know all of you guys probably went to school with us, man. Like, most of the people now who are, like, super leading the charge of this stuff, they're like, come on, dude. Like, there's no need for it. Like, we get how we talk societally. And we know when somebody really means something by that. So, please stop. In other news, though, just had to clear up that little, that little misunderstanding there. Hot damn. We've got George Vigil. I appreciate your donation of $4.99, brother. Thank you for coming through. My snazzy fella right here. Look at that. Look at that distinguished gentleman right there. I absolutely love it. I appreciate you, brother. And... man, I tell you what, next quick revamped, man. Ultra Flexor tonight, $49.99, brother. I mean, like, he's got this super effective, he's got this cool little emoji kicking all kinds of ass. Look at this cool dude right here. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. I really appreciate you, brother. Like, honestly speaking, like, you really, like, have made the stream a lot more fun with the energy that you're bringing along with everybody, of course. And it's really cool to see, like, the support. Again, like, it's just cool to see somebody believing in me like that. So thank you for that, brother. I really do appreciate that, man. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to answer some questions here. We've got some people eat snails. I guess they don't like fast food. We've got 100% amen. We've got I do like my Sony 65-inch A90J, but you definitely have a point motion on the motion. It's valid. You said, I'm just glad we finally got VRR, LOL. Yeah, I mean, had me worried a little bit back there. There's like this like little gray area in history where Sony was like, we're not going to do anything with VRR. It's just not going to happen. And we're going to wait until we're ready to release it. And we're kind of still there with PS5, where we're just kind of sitting here like, any day, man. Any day. I mean, come on. Like, please. Oh, please, Sony. Like, we almost have to beg, you know? So it's nice to see that we don't have to beg as much these days. Because, honestly, that's one of those things that really got me. Ben, what's going on, man? You said, how many years left in terms of longevity does the LG C1 have, do you reckon? In my experience, I'd say anywhere from maybe 4+ years, 4 to 5 years at least. And the reason I say that, I'm rocking the Sony A8G, main bread and butter TV. I'm watching New Year's ball drops, hella station shows. I don't even care anymore at this point. We're just hanging out with the family, and we're just watching hella station shows. No concept of like, I need to be careful of the logo in the corner. Don't care about it. I've been doing that for years at this point. And it's to the point where like, I treat it like I would any LED TV, and I have zero burn-in. And I can run a burn-in test to, of course, verify all that. And then, of course, before that, it was my main bread and butter gaming TV before I got the C1. Full HUDs, no mercy given. Was really trying to get some burn-in early on. You know, couldn't get it. I was just having fun. And it got to a point where I was having so much fun, it just became like my main thing. So, honestly, from my experience so far with OLED, it's been kind of like really good from like the Sony side of things. Now LG, this is my first time actually really holding on to an LG and truly falling in love with an LG TV, an LG product really, because I tell you what, there's a story I could tell you about their washing machines that, oh my god, like never ever ever washes anything correctly. I'm still salty about that. There was a point where the missus actually put a ban on LG products, particularly washer machines. True story. But it was funny. It was actually funny. And no, that doesn't mean like we're biased in TVs. I literally just said washing machine, so please don't try to take this out of context, guys. Play nice. But the point is, when you talk about LG, this is like the TV that like really like opened my eyes to what they are capable of. So I think that they have potential. I really do. And I'd say, I don't know, man. I think they're going to last a minute because from what I'm seeing, it's looking good so far. I've been doing a lot of hours on the C1. Endless, ruthless gaming, no mercy given, and I've been having a lot of fun with that, so I really do appreciate the fact that LG has improved. And listen to some critique somewhere, the reds are beautiful on that TV, so we'll see where it goes. Alright, so hopefully, I know it's a little long-winded, but hopefully that answered it. T. Sween, you said, would a U8G versus X80K be competitive, for U8G versus X80K be a competitive comparison? Yes, it will be. I'm not joking. Like, I honestly believe the X80K will either beat the U8G dramatically in picture quality or slightly above it. Like, just slightly above it. I don't see the U8G winning. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I've spent so much time with the U8G, and I've spent a short period of time with this. Imagine how good this X80K is, that I'm able to look at the X80K and say, like, the X80K is the real deal. Like, holy shit. Like, this budget TV is legit. Like, whoa. I mean, there was a moment in the unboxing process, right? I'm unboxing it, right? I'm looking at all the stuff right there, right? And you know, the box comes, it's just a cardboard box. I'm like, wow. Really? Road to zero, Sony? So, like, no more ink on boxes. Okay. And then I open it up, and it's cumbersome and awkward, and I take it, you know, and I'm looking at it, and it doesn't really look like anything special. Hollow, cheap plastic remote. I'm just like, wow, like, here we go again. I turn it on, I see, like, all this, like, gray-black, and, like, this blotchiness in the bottom right corner. I'm like, oh, there it is. Yep, typical Sony, crapping on budget customers. Played the store demo. Well, I'm really impressed. It was just kind of like, meh. But they use Vivid, which is not ever recommended. So, you know, I couldn't go off of that. So I turned on my PS5, and I'm telling you, bro, the moment that shit hit, after like literally going into cinema, and I made some settings, you know, to try to be fair, to see, okay, what can this do? Does it have potential? Before I start actually calibrating it. Yeah, it does. Oh my God, it does. I'm impressed by this little thing. And it's great because I can finally have something that I'm genuinely excited about. And this, for me, is like my moment of happiness with the Sony brand. Because It means nothing when you can hire a bunch of YouTubers to talk up your product and say, we're the best ever, we're Sony. But it means everything when you have a guy day in, day out for years literally holding you to a standard and to a metric and saying, you will either perform good or bad based off of what you do. And I think it is just absolutely incredible. Now, I'm like talking and rambling. My missus showed me something just now. And if I'm not mistaken, we got more donations from Nets Quick Revamped. We got $49.99 and another $49.99 and another $49.99. You can't make this stuff up. Dude, like, you are an absolute juggernaut rock star tonight, brother. Like, holy cow. Like, thank you so much, man. Like, seriously. I'll give you one of these, man. I appreciate that. Like, wow. Like, I hope that I'm not taking too much of your money away. I mean, God, like, I almost feel bad, but like, I'm grateful to you at the same time. Like, you're showing a lot of love, man. I really see you tonight, man. I see you. I appreciate that. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna see what we got. We got Enoch. What's going on, man? You said, what's good, Quantum? LGC1 on the PS5 settings. Horizon Forbidden West at 60 FPS. You have shown for the VIP membership for the settings about a month ago is impressive. Yeah, I think for me, when I look at like the Horizon Forbidden West stuff, I don't know, man. I just it takes my experience to a whole nother level seeing what the TVs are capable of after putting in my settings, and that's not like a cap. Like honestly, like, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like look at me. No bullshit. Like, no filter. Like, I get these TVs out of the box, I put them in their cinema mode, their filmmaker mode, you know, the industry professional calibrated modes, and I'm like expecting to be razzle dazzled. I want to be. I am a customer that like really wants to be blown away, and I don't want to have to do any work. I'm that guy, right? I want it easy. So I take it out of the box and I'm like, did I win? And it's like, no. Here's green color tinting, pink hues and casting, and I'm like, no, I don't want that, right? So then I see it. I finally see it, man. I see this gem, this wonderful fucking TV that does a great job, and I am just blown away by what it can do from a white balance perspective out of the box. I honestly, if you're a calibrator watching and you're one of those guys that are clinging to the 30-year-old reference standards, take notice. Your days are numbered, because Samsung is coming for you, TCL is coming for you with their auto calibration apps, easy calibration apps coming up left and right. There will be a time period where AI surpasses what you are capable of doing by yourself. And it will be in people's hands and mere, like, you know, minutes. No more than like 12 minutes right now. 10 to 12 minutes to get your TV up and calibrated. That's the future. Everybody who's like fighting quantum TV on learning how to optimize a television and get to that next level, you're going to be left behind, because you're an old dog not learning new tricks. And I don't mean that ageistly. I mean that mindset-wise. Like, you can't hold on to something for 30 years and say, this is mine, it will never go anywhere, and it will never improve. That is how you get left behind, dude. My advice to all you guys who hold on to that reference accuracy from 30 years ago, let it go. Learn something new. See what these displays can do. Be creative. I say that a lot here, and I mean that. Now, I'll be the one pioneering that, and when you guys finally get on board, I'll be right over here on the other side of the fence. The grass is quite green. So maybe you join me, but I'm telling you right now, guys, like, it's impressive as hell to see what these TVs are doing nowadays. It really is. So I appreciate you, Enoch, for coming out and, you know, just having commentary with me. We've got, currently I have a 55-inch A8G. And you say, love it, but I would love 120, 4K 120. What's your view on the 2022 lineup in, you said, the 2022 lineup in a Sony 43-inch. I think I'd have to see it, but I think if it's anything close to what I've seen right now out of the X80K, go for it. You actually might have a chance of getting better black levels because there's less of a screen. I went all the way up to 65 inches. Let's say you go to 43. You might actually get better uniformity because there's less screen to illuminate. That means there's less room for error. You know what I mean? And then, of course, if they keep the same tightness of the pixel density that we expect out of Sony, like I have here on the 65-inch, which, hello, 65 inches, bigger than 43, you're definitely going to get some sharpness gains. So then let's say we have, you know, the same color then. I think you might actually really check out with a major win. And people are probably going to start talking a lot more about this X80K. The more people start buying it, regular people start picking it up, you're probably going to hear a lot more about it. And I'll call it right now. One of the things you're probably going to hear, this TV is amazing. It's fantastic. There are flaws. Black levels and no 4K 120. Biggest downside, I know. But if you want to game at 4K 60, this is a no-brainer. It will work with PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and pretty much any movie and TV show you want to watch with the most amazingly fluid motion. I think that's going to be what a lot of people say. Now again, I'll put up metrics and I'll show you in the final review how I'm getting to these conclusions, and that's where we go into more of the methodology. We're going to be comparing against my champions, right? Q8FN. Is it fair? I don't know yet. We'll see. We're going to do it against the X900E, the LG C1. We're just going to go crazy with it, right? Because I really think that this TV gives a lot of performance in areas that, like, I never thought a Sony, essentially 800 series TV would do. Because let's be real, the X80 is the X100 series just rebranded. And so to see that, I'm like, wow, like, I can't speak highly enough about it. So yeah, that's where I am right now. So we've got James, what's going on? You said, thank you for the story. I remember buying it. Very exciting. It was very exciting. It was LG for the Magic Remote. Reminded me of the Wii. Yeah, it did, though. I kind of had fun with it because back in the day, LG would have these little cursors, and I loved picking the bird and, like, squeezing the bird. Though then after a while, I'd stop because I felt bad because I felt like I was actually squishing the bird, and I felt like a monster. So I was like, oh, shit, that's not fun anymore. You know, I'm a horrible human being. Let me stop doing that to this bird. You know, so I just stopped squishing the little thing there. But yeah, I remember it felt a lot like the Wii. It still does kind of to this day, though. You said it had 6 dimming zones, and you said 6 dimming zones on the TV. Yeah, I mean, damn, 6 dimming zones, though. That's rough. That kind of reminds me a lot of, like, the KS8000, how it only has, like, a certain amount of dimming zones. Kelly Rivad, what's going on? We see a lot of muscles and stuff like that. Oh, my God. This is gold. Hey, Nesquik revamped, man. You're showing up tonight in the stream, right? I don't have anything. I mean, look, bro. This is what we got for you. Oh my God! Look at the Nesquik revamped, dedicated to Nesquik revamped. Look at that, bro. You can't make this stuff up. This is good humor all day, every day. But like, really though, like, can we just say like Nesquik is like carrying this entire like I don't know, like, donation year. Like, I mean, I could like never get another dime and be grateful because like that's incredible. Like, who does that? Like, it's so cool, man. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the humor there and the joke with that. All right, so let's go in and answer some more questions now. We've got Alex Perez. What's going on, man? It has been a minute. You said, what up, Quantum? You said, finally able to catch you live. You said, hey, any recommendations on a 4K Blu-ray player that rocks motion? You said, thank you for everything you do. I'm really loving your vivid settings for the LG C1. I appreciate that, and I love hearing that my settings are something that you are enjoying. Blu-ray players, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of on a hunt for one myself because my X700, I shouldn't have repurchased it. I know, but I did. I did it. And I'm kind of regretting it, so I'm kind of looking into maybe something else. But for right now, I still do use it. I find I jerry-rig ways around it not really working so well. So when I find a solid champion, I'll let you know. But good to see you stop by, man. It's been like forever. Nesquik just dropped a hundo. Yeah, Josh, I mean, like, the guy is showing up, man. Slugging it tonight. Absolutely knocking it out of the park. I really appreciate it. We've got, I don't know how to say this. I'm going to probably butcher this a lot. Goober Nibre. Goober Nibre. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, sorry. You said, notice that the LG C1 seems to have problems with the ARC slot. You said, have you had any problems with your C1? I haven't had any problems with ARC. I use my Sony Z9F soundbar right in the ARC. No problems whatsoever. The only issues that I notice I have are more so like a limitation of the soundbar itself. Like if I try to do like HDR basically, or 120 hertz gaming through the soundbar, it's not going to do it. But if I plug it into the TV, I have no problems at all. And ARC still works great. I still get Dolby Atmos. I still get, you know, everything. I don't have any problems. So I don't have any problems with it. We've got Josh, what's going on? You said my guy absolutely loves. My guy absolutely loves his picture settings. I'm telling you, the picture settings that I put out, dude, there's passion for them, and I have to take a moment here to just say this. We're not addressing haters, but what we will say is, to anybody who likes to say that like our settings are garbage or likes to slander or lie about what the results are, read the room. Like, nobody is buying that, because like there's a before and there's an after for a reason. I show you guys cause and effect. Like, here's what it looked like when I got it, and here's what I turned it into. Hell, I don't know. You can't fake the results, and a lot of happy people showing up here for a lot of people that so-called got scammed, and we know what it is, and that's where we'll leave it. But at the end of the day, I love seeing you guys kind of show up and say, hey, I love the settings, absolutely rock with it, this is fantastic, and have fun. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun and to really enjoy our televisions, because that's the whole point of picture settings, is to enjoy your experience. And if you enjoy it, that's all that matters to me, right? All right, so we've got Vel. You said Nesquik showing the fuck out right now. Hey, 100, bro. I appreciate you, man. That's pretty much, man. He's definitely showing out, man. He's killing it, like absolute rock star, man. Like insane. Tiger JS, what's going on? You said, what's up, bro? Your thoughts on ultra throws? I don't really like projectors, I'll be honest with you. I feel like TVs have gotten to the point where now they're just making them big as all hell, really. And at that point, just get a big-ass TV nowadays, because they get a lot better, and you don't have to worry about really the gray blacks associated with projectors and things like that. So I'm more of a TV guy. You said I had funded. You said I had funded for a Vava Chroma. You said then looked into the LG C1 and considering LG maybe more maybe. I would go with the 83-inch if you can swing it, 77-inch if you're looking for that big cinema size. I'm telling you, the C1 is the shit. I look at that TV still to this day. I'm playing right now, current games I'm playing. This is real, okay? WWE 2K22. I'm watching Eddie Guerrero come out. Classic SmackDown 2003 Arena. I created, of course, but I'm watching this shit, and I'm like a child again, back in my childhood, watching Eddie Guerrero come out, Viva la Raza. I'm like, yo, let's go. Like, I get so excited every time I turn that damn TV on. I look at it, it's on the home screen, I see Rey Mysterio just standing there, I'm like, damn, these are some pretty fucking colors, you know? And that for me is like why I choose to go TV over projector, because I've never, in all the years of looking at projectors and experienced projectors, I've never gotten that experience. For me, projectors have always been more of like, it's big, that's great, I guess. I mean, it's a nice party trick. But for me, I never really liked it. So for me, I would say go TV 100%. And if you get like a big ass OLED, you've got viewing angles to boot, and like there's so many other benefits. So yeah, for me, I would say definitely go that route. We've got Alex Perez. You said hit that like, guys. Hit that like. I appreciate it. Yeah, hit that like, guys. I appreciate it. Kelly Ravad got the thumbs up. We've got Prime. You said, would those C1 settings carry over well for the C10? I've actually heard that they do. Some people actually have tried it on, it was the craziest thing I heard. I actually just read that comment the other day. The guy said he tried it on, I think it was like one of those nano cell TVs. Like, I don't know the number. It was like maybe a Nano 7000 or something like that. Tried it, and it absolutely blew his mind. Loved it. It actually translated well. So I was really shocked to see C1 settings work well for that as well. But I do have dedicated C1 settings that are also kick-ass. So either way you go, you're going to win. So absolutely, if you want, join and snag those settings. I'm telling you. I'm laughing because I'm remembering how all of the stuff that I like looks. And I'm just, I don't know, man. Like, and again, I want to clarify, like, I am not selling a quotation mark calibration service. Not what I'm doing here. I'm selling you my expertise and my knowledge on how to create next level picture quality. I'm not calibrating to 30-year-old reference standards. And it's impossible to do, by the way, on YouTube. I can't like calibrate for your particular panel variance through a screen or through a lens. I can't do it. And I never claim to do that. I'm not like, all right, I just calibrated up your TV, you know, that'll be like $500. Yeah, because I'm a pro. I hate guys that try to pull the pro rank. It's like, guy, you're not a pro. You're somebody who went to class and learned how to run a computer software. That's it. Anybody with money can do that. Now, you can't learn talent or an eye in a textbook. That's the difference between rock stars and teachers. You know, you got the guy that's been teaching at a middle school for the last 35 years, loves music, has a passion for it. Is he a rock star? No. Why? Because maybe he doesn't have that extra sauce to get to the next level. And a lot of these guys in the calibration world, in my experience, are like that. I've even tried talking to so many of these calibrators, and they literally will say things like, that's just not accurate. That's just not the way we do things. Like, it's pretty. It looks nice. If all you're after is a pretty screen, then yeah. But if you're talking about delta era and perception, like, it's not reference accurate. And I'm like, but you just said it's pretty. It looks nice. Isn't that the point of why people are hiring you and trusting you? Am I missing something? Like, people say, here's $500. You think they're doing that after already spending thousands on their TV so you can make it look dull and reference accurate? No. Not unless they're in a professional field like photography or videography, where it's very important to have that stuff nailed down tight. And that's my thing. So I love these kind of comments, and I love these experiences too, where, like, you know, people get creative with my settings when they buy them. So let's say you try my C10 settings, right? Maybe you have an older OLED, try that out. I'm seeing people get hella creative with these settings, and they're doing things like I wouldn't expect. Like, somebody had an A90J setting, and they applied it to like an A9S or something like that. It's crazy. Like, people just, they say, why not? I mean, what's the worst that happens? It doesn't work and I hit reset? And you know, what do you know? That's actually a pretty good mindset to have. Be creative, man. Have fun with it. So I really love seeing that part of it. So yeah, I would say, yeah, you're going to win either way. We've got Carrie. You said, hey, what's up? When do you think you'll get your hands on the X95K? The moment it launches, if I can. I mean, that's like at the top of my, like, to-do list. Like, you know, you think bucket list TV. Like, I want to see that TV. I missed the train on the Z9D. I will not miss the train on this. I will see that TV. And for me, I'm desperate to see it because, like, I love that technology from Sony. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, you want to see a fanboy ignite me? You talk about master backlight drive, and oh my God, you'll be like, who is this loser in the room right now? Because I'll be rattling off specs and facts, and I'll break out the anime nerd glasses thing that I do. You know, well, actually, sir, if you look at the juxtaposition of the way the LEDs are, it would just absolutely get annoying. But, you know, that's I love classic Sony. Like, back when they really were Sony, you know? Like, that for me was, like, when I really was passionate about their shit. Nowadays, everything, like, even their lenses, bro, they used to come out with these, like, badass Carl Zeiss lens. Hefty, thick, metal build. Oh, sputtery, smooth zoom rings. I love them fucking things, dude. And now everything's, like, plastic, and it's like, you get what you get. It's lightweight. And like, that's their selling feature. They cheap out on plastic and they call it lightweight. Like, as a photographer, that's like one of my biggest, like, even now with the G Master lens that I'm shooting on right now, I'm like, I mean, it's not great, man. Like, the build quality is actually, like, I've seen $800 lenses, $500 lenses, $100 lenses with better build quality than what Sony is doing at their master level, which they charge a lot of money for. And it gets stressful. It does, to see that. So, yeah, I want to see Sony return, and I am definitely putting that at the top of my list. So, yeah, the X95K, when it comes out, I'm on it. Pretty much every TV that I really want, though, I'm not going to lie, because I kind of feel the same way about that Samsung S95B, though. So, that's another one. Bro, like, oh my God. I'm, like, foaming at the mouth for that Samsung. I have to see it. Now, if it's all gimmick, you're going to see a lot of that excitement turn into disappointment and anger. I'm going to warn you now, because I'm hyped now. Go and backlog this video, okay? I'm hyped for this shit now. Like, I want it, like, yesterday morning. I'm like, oh, I got to have this, you know? And, hey, if that Samsung delivers, it will be one of my new TVs. Because I tell you what, fucking pining for it. Quantum Dot OLED from Samsung. The guys who created the first OLED that was true RGB, and it looked fantastic. And they're bringing that back with quantum dots. If they do that and they kill motion, they get rid of their what's their biggest problem? Their dirty screen effect, their nasty garbage panning motion. If they fix their problems, they genuinely fix their problems and, like, look at themselves. I can't say that I won't fall in love with that TV. I'm like, right, like, all you got to do is not mess up. You know what I mean? That's where we are with that. So yeah, but I'm still kind of the same way with Sony right now. So we'll see. All right, so how much is the X80K coming from a budget? Coming from a budget guy, the X80K. I think they've got prices all over the place. I really do. I mean, this is one of those models that kind of like has like a wide amount of pricing. So I'm gonna see here. Let's. I'm trying to look this up live here. Let's see. We're gonna filter all that out. I don't want to see any of those. We're going to, let's see. Okay. Show. There's 42 results already. That's crazy. Okay. So far, they're only showing the 65-inch at $998, but I know they have smaller sizes. So, yeah, that's where things get interesting. I don't see any other sizes, though, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to play it by eye. But I expect it to approach, like, even, honestly, the $600 price point. I really do, $599. So I think even as, like, when they get to the 43 inches and things like that, you'll find a good deal, like $500, $499, something like that. Like, it's like basically what we saw price-wise from the X80J. So I don't expect anything different in that regard. But yeah, no, I think that's still for this TV. I mean, like right now, I bought the 65-inch full price, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, if I swear, if they just had better black levels though, like I'm talking like a little bit more inky because I'm a little spoiled, that TV would have been my main right now. They've been the main TV I've rocked with. That's how good it is, dude. Like, I gotta test it. I gotta put it through the ringer. I know, but I'm telling you, that TV really does something special. All right, so I really like Hisense TVs, but they get hot and make the room get hot. Now it feels like my now I feel like returning my U7G and getting the X80K. Straight up, no lie, X80K in my face right now, or the U7G. Which one would I personally pick? And to God, I picked the X80K. I would, out of the short time I've spent with it, because their mapping on those highlights are so razor sharp that I'm sitting here and I'm like, Santa Maria, like it's incredible. Like how do you not fall in love with that? Like it's OLED good. It really is, and it just wait till the comparison. You're gonna see some crazy contrast, dude. You'll see it. You'll see it. I just can't wait to get the content rolling even more than I already have. Boy, when I tell you, I got some stuff you guys are going to see. I'm excited to see how it does against my champion, the 900E. Not going to lie, I'm kind of shaking a little bit on that one. I feel like the 900E is about to get hella dethroned by not even the X90K. And so, it's that moment where I'm just like, it's been real. You've put in the work over the years. We were a great team. We made some things happen. And, every road comes to an end. Every hero's journey comes to an end. And it is one of those things. So I feel like that's what we're going to have to do with the 900. I think is going to get his ass kicked. I do. I think the 900 is going to get whooped. We've got Jonathan. What's going on? You said, hey, I'm thinking of getting a 65-inch 2022 TV, thinking between the X95K and the Samsung QN90B. What are your thoughts on the Samsung S95B? Will it be one of the great OLEDs? I think it will be one of the great OLEDs. If I had to pick between those two, I would go X95K. You said, am I still, that's crazy, bro. I'm missing your super chats here. We got Nesquick Revamp donating some more. I mean, I don't, I cannot keep track of how many times you've donated tonight, man. I'm sorry I missed your super chats. I'm just reading things. You've got one really cool one in here that's like a Voltron, like a hippo. Like, look at how cool this is. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know if I can. There you go. Wait. No. Look at that. That is so freaking sick. He like just transforms. It just absolutely insane. Insane. So yeah, I super appreciate you, man. We got. I'm just gonna try to go down a little bit more because I don't know if I can see a lot. He got that money. We've got, thanks Quantum, what do you say on the A8G versus A1? I would say my A1 didn't really, durability-wise, do very good. I got like a little defective line, so I would say just, I would go with the AAG if you could still find an AAG. I'm really excited for Samsung ARC monitor. Do you think your review for that picture quality? I'm sorry, you said. Do you think your review for that picture quality? I don't know. What do you mean? Do you think I would review it? I'm not sure what you're asking. You said another question. Who do you watch on YouTube that you trust or find entertaining? I like that question. Well, hell, there's only one way to answer that question. I'm actually going to go into my subscribe list and see who I actually like. Oh, I got another cough drop lodgings thing. I hate these the worst, though. They're so gross. But they're like the medical ones that actually help you. Ugh, I don't like them. All right. Who do I watch on YouTube that I actually like and trust? Well, I'll tell you right now. I like Telly Dan. He's a really cool guy. He's very humble, very family-oriented. He's like the unboxing king. He just does like a bunch of cool unboxings. Really cool guy. You can't say a mean thing about him. Not a shill. He's just working. He's an honest man. I like that guy. So I watch him. Who's this channel right here? FJH Photography. Love watching that guy. Like, literally, like, one of the most, like, genuine YouTubers when I watch him. And, you know, even though he has sponsors that come through, he's honest about his workflow and how he does things. And, like, as a professional, I love watching his results and seeing how he gets some beautiful lighting and things like that. Absolutely love his work. Some YouTubers I don't want to associate with this channel because I don't want them to get... I would say, because like some of them are actual friends, so I don't want them to be associated because, you know, I want to leave them out of the cancel culture that's going on. But you know who you are, brother. Good friend of the channel. Saying that, you should know who you are. We've got another channel that I really like, Long Play Archive. I've been watching them for a while. Lee Zavitz, I think he's great. PS360 HD, I think he's great. Dynasty, I think he's great. Hell, I mean, I could go through the list. Mike Brown, man, I absolutely love this guy's channel. I think Mike Brown is like one of the more underrated YouTubers. You know, this guy right here, I absolutely love watching his stuff. Where is he at? Mike Brown, man, I've been watching this guy for years, like so many years. So, yeah, there are guys that I just absolutely like, you know. There's so many of them, I can't keep up with it. So I think honestly, when it comes down to it, it really just depends. You know, it really honestly just depends on what you're talking about and what field. As far as AV YouTubers right now, I'd say, frankly, only like Telly Dan, really. And now I want you to hear me on this. The reason I don't like any, and I'll say this publicly for anybody to backlog and track, I don't like any of the AV YouTubers. Has nothing to do with anything personal. I don't like the way they carry themselves. They're very disingenuous with their information. Like, I approach their videos like I'm a customer. I'm trying to watch what they're doing. And everything's awesome all the time. They try to keep this like Mickey Mouse vibe on YouTube almost. Like, we're grown men and women watching these channels. And they're almost insulting, in my opinion, with the way they present their little information. One guy literally dresses like Mickey Mouse. That's his personal fetish. I don't care. I just don't like the way that they say things and then they'll retract those things. Or I'm right today, I'm wrong tomorrow. We need to find a solution for my Patreon page because I'm overlooked and neglected and goes to every event. Like, they say things that are blatant lies. And when I see someone lying to my face, I'm not going to put up with that. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, you're just doing the thing to make money. Okay, you say it for the clicks. Got it. So for me, that's where I check out. But that being said, though, I'm about to end the stream. Damn, I mean, we got more members joining in. We got new member Nesquick Revamped. And shout out to Nesquick Revamped right here, holding it down for the entire live stream. I want to try to focus on this real quick. See if you can see. Where is it? Where is he? There he is. Wait, did it? Oh my God! I just got that live again. It's $49.99. You donated again. My God, brother, you're just showing up, man. You're just showing up. Bro, if my calculations are right now, I thank you so much because you just donated $500 on a single live stream. What? That is insane, dude. Like, insane. Like, if my calculations are right on this, that's $500, and all day, every day, dude. Like, holy shit, thank you. You did not have to do that. Ready, set. Can we do it? There we go. It's kind of there. It's kind of there. The smoke's here. We set off a popper. Do we have another one of those things here? I'll set one off. Let's see. I appreciate it. I think this is like the first time I've ever gotten anyone to donate $500 ever, and we're gonna do this for you live. All right, ready? Oh, this is gonna be loud. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was disappointing. It just kind of like fell out, didn't it? Well, it's sizzling though, but like it didn't. Oh, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. Yeah, there we go. That was disappointing, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Yo, dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like that was really cool, and you didn't have to do that. And so, I'm gonna set off another one, showing the love. All right, let's see. Can I get this? I'm gonna do it at the camera. Is that smart? Should I do that? I don't know if I should do that. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. Let's see. Can you see it? Can it focus? There you go. Focus. Ready, and oh, there it goes. That was kind of fast. I actually felt that one in my fingers. The gunpowder on that one. A lot of vibration. That's crazy. Ah, it smells all crazy. Now it's like sizzling and smoking. Oh, that's fucking cool. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you, man. You donated $500. You're like holding it down. Absolute rock star, man. Like, holy shit, man. Like, seriously, I appreciate it. Why this is a big deal for everyone watching, he's also been a member for 6 months. That crown next to his name right there that you see, that is a 6-month member right there. That is insane. Absolutely insane. He comes back as a member. He's showing the love. What can I say to that? Like that, I think honestly, if you were concerned about my members and like it's a scam and all that, like somebody doing this, like he takes $500 out of his own pocket and says, "Here you go, brother," and he makes it so fun and so engaging. I can super appreciate stuff like this. So seriously, brother, thank you so much. You seriously impressed me with all that. That was so much fun. And to everybody who donated, I don't look down on anyone's dollar amount. That's not what this is. I've never got $500 on a stream before, and I think it's really cool. It's like, okay, awesome, cool, thank you for that. And then he's a member on top of that, like super cool. So yeah, dress just like Mickey Mouse. Revamp got $500 on it. Take a shot. I actually don't have any alcohol in my house. I don't drink. Funny story. Okay, when I was in the military, and I swear to God, I don't even want to say this out loud because you're gonna notice it from this fucking point forward, but so fucking be it. I was in the military, and that's just kind of what we do. We drink a lot, and because of it, I developed a little bit of a tiny eye. I call it the alcoholic eye. I drunk a lot, and so yeah, I don't drink anymore because it's bad for me, and so I don't have any alcohol. I don't like to drink anymore. And it's a shame because my wife loves to hang out and drink. So it's like only for social. Yeah, it's only for social occasions. Yeah. Basically, but I'm kind of like the square now. All of a sudden, I know it's not fun, but yeah, I got the tiny eye, and so one eye will be bigger than the other sometimes, and yeah, that's just like one of the side effects. So once I saw that, I was like, I'm literally killing myself. Cool. Let's never do that again. So that's. It is what it is. It's depressing, but yeah. So yeah, I can't take a shot, but yeah, I appreciate all you guys. We've got just bought an 83-inch LG C1. Used your TV settings, and they're amazing. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Jay Clampett Investments. I appreciate that. And what's up, Quantum? Excited on the upcoming reviews and sets, which we will absolutely be knocking out. Hey guys, like you guys have been so much fun. We've hung out. We had a good time. This is what we do here, and I really appreciate all you guys taking the time to be here tonight to talk about Sony and their potential growth and where it goes. And hey, I'm super excited for all of these sets that are going to be coming out, every single one of them. And I think now, having seen their budget set and their effort so far, hope is at the end of this tunnel. And I think. After I do all of this like updating and all of this like reviewing and all of this stuff, like I'm going to run it through its paces. And I feel like once I see that, maybe we might just accomplish something magical from Sony this year. I don't know, but I'm so excited to see how this year's going to play out. I'm going to get on results and testing and all that stuff, but we're going to do it. Shout out to Lamar Fraser. I hope I said your name right, brother. I really apologize if I messed that up. I thank you so much for your donation of $5. I super appreciate it, brother. You said, will Vizio ever fix their software? it is doubtful. We have all, I think, that's the one thing me and every other AV YouTuber collectively kind of complain about. Their software being buggy and needs updates and improvements. So I don't know if they're listening to anyone at this point. I think Vizio's in their own head, and they're like, no, we'll do what we want. So hopefully, you said they have good hardware, but software sucks. I 100% agree. That's why I actually got rid of the Vizio OLED. I actually really fell in love with it, but between the motion and the buggy software, I just could not get on with that OLED. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully one day their software gets better. Always stay humble. Love your content, bro. I appreciate you, brother, most definitely. And sorry, meant to ask if you were going to review the Samsung ARC monitor. I don't really like reviewing monitors, so I kind of stay out of that space, just simply because, like, I genuinely, like, with the C1 around, I don't see a value in monitors anymore. They're overpriced, and they're way behind TV tech, and for that, just get a small TV. That's just kind of where I am, especially now there's a 42-inch LG C2, so, like, it kind of seems like a no-brainer, but that's, like, a personal thing, so I can't really sign off on a monitor kind of thing, but that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty, showing up here tonight, and we're going to do it again next week, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And again, thank you so much to everybody who donated. Lamar, Nesquick Revamped, we've got SJ, we've got George, I believe I said your name, George Vigil, I hope I said that right. I mean, everybody, I mean, you guys have really, it's been a lot of fun. I'm absolutely humbled by everybody's love and support. And I appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens, and we're gonna get to it. Now I'm gonna spend some time with the family and everybody who donated. Can't really see what that is, but I'll try to do it again. I don't know. I'll try to, for everybody who donated, this is for you. It's confetti. Pretend like there's a bunch of confetti going off. This is like super jerry rigged, but yeah. Confetti. I don't have confetti. I have balls of whatever this is. This is their idea of confetti. This is like the worst confetti. If I was a kid and I got this like on a birthday, I probably would cry. I'd be like, "What is this? You said you loved me." Like, I would be so sad because this is so sad. Like, what in the not confetti is that? Like, I don't know. So yeah, confetti. Yay! It's just one blob. But I don't know. My ghetto ass confetti. What even is this shit right now, bro? Like, this is tragic. But alright, thank you again, guys, and until the next live stream, I'll see you guys later. Now let's see if I can turn this off without blowing the whole thing up and destroying it. Alright, let's see.